Makes me Welcome one and all to another amazing night here in Tranquility.
We absolutely are in for a treat of a match here tonight, no question about it.
And the grenades from Pomku eliminate everybody on the field.
Now I'm between something as well is going to be applied as a death block them, and it's going to be huge. Fighting three.
The double kill with the Bastion ulti? Alright, I see you guys.
For B-Well, look to find a stick there, finds the stick, they find two with it!
Those who find the picks will save the fight, and they don't really need to save what they've already won.
And Cam with the four-man punch off the map!
Experience tranquility.
All right, welcome everyone here to Tranquility. Tonight we have a matchup in the Discord tier of Paradise Lost versus Redacted. My name is Dexatron. I am joined tonight by Needle. Man, how are you doing tonight?
Dude, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking, man. How are you doing?
Man, I am doing good. I have been sick all week. Today is the first day I've actually felt good enough to do anything and talk, so I'm happy to be able to be casting this game tonight.
Yeah, dude, I'm super excited too. This is my first time casting a Tranquility game in like 2 years, so I'm excited to see like what the tournament looks like nowadays.
Hey, welcome back. Season 10 has been, like, the whole theme around Season 10 has been bringing back a lot of people and teams that have been a part of Tranquility in the past, and it's another great addition with you here tonight.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, so I'm really excited for this matchup too. Paradise Lost versus Redacted. You have I think we have a pretty even game on our hands here between these two teams. Obviously, like Paradise Lost, they're 1-0, and Redacted are 0-1. But I think based off of like the SRs on their sheets on lock-in, it could be pretty close.
Yeah, I believe Paradise Lost last week did end up beating, let me go back and look at it. They did end up beating Culture in a straight sweep 4-0, while Redacted, on the other hand, lost to Jellyfish 3-1. So Redacted looking to bounce back this week. Paradise Lost looking to kind of continue that momentum they had from that week 1 sweep.
Yeah, for sure. And Redacted, they're playing at a little bit of a disadvantage right now. One of their DPS players in their last match was unfortunately unable to play, and the support player and team captain Chesky had to take over the DPS role for them. I'm not sure if he's doing that again this week. I think he might be, So that might have been what like led them to like losing their first match. They're playing a little bit of a disadvantage, but it'll be interesting to see if they can adapt and overcome to it in this match this week.
Yeah, it looks like we'll be going to the newest map in Overwatch 2, Antarctic Peninsula, here to start things off. It looks like we're going to be going to, I believe this is, I don't know the name of all these maps yet, but I believe this is actually the biggest point on the or like point cap space of any of the 3 points on Antarctic Peninsula right here. So I feel like you can play into a lot of different stuff here, but it looks like each team coming out with a Rhine to start.
It'll be pretty interesting because we have a difference in the DPS lines here. We have the Mei wall can apply a lot of pressure, but Redacted are playing both the Bastion and the Junkrat. That Mei wall might just break instantly.
The Mei wall, hell, you could even talk about maybe the Rhine shield might just break instantly right here. CBF here having to be really careful. You already see it being melted down there. Same as their health pool right there. Immortality field comes out. Chesky already able to find CBF. That's a huge pick off here for Redacted. And you're going to wonder if that forces Paradise Lost to fall back here. You see them try to put in a little bit of a fight, but they're eventually all falling back. The Ice Wall, though, might be able to catch out Master Yan there, and they're able to do that. However, point is open. Redacted might still be able to cap this point first. However, you see Paradise Lost just pressing that W key, picking up another kill there, and now you might see him try to cap point here first.
Yeah, and it's going to be really scary here for Redacted if Paradise Lost do a good job of kiting the Bastion initially, right? The Bastion shift is the biggest thing in this Rhine v Rhine matchup. If Paradise Lost can kite effectively and re-engage with like an anti-nade or Mei wall, it could be really, really hard for Redacted to get in here.
Yeah, and even with Paradise Lost losing CBF first in that initial engagement, able to find a late kill there on the Master Yan and Yano, and able just to take point first here. Now they slowly are going to start building up this percentage lead right now. They're playing it really safe. Master Yano able to find Bobs out early, but Master Ryan able to find one out early, but then 3 more kills come in the way of Paradise Lost right there to put them back in the lead here.
Yeah, and unfortunately now we're seeing a snowball here, unfortunately for Redacted. We see Chesky also switching off the Bastion to the Reaper. I think that's even harder for Redacted now. They don't have a Mei, and they have ways to break the Mei wall, but it's going to be really hard for them to walk through this small choke point, especially since CBF is probably going to receive a nano this fight.
Yeah, but we do see the CBS Pharmacy there have that Riptide array to go here, and they are popping it out here to start. They're looking for someone here, and they do find Magic Turtle. However, 2-Bit able to find one right back. Kills going the way of Paradise Lost. Master Ryan able to find one, forces the Shatter out there, finds 2-Bit right after that, and now all they have to do is get rid of Bobs here on this Lucio, as well as Hawk as well on this Mei, but Hawk might be able to stall out this point for a little bit, puts up the ice wall. You do see Chesky go after them. Hawk able to actually take care of Chesky, and they're able to take care of Master Ryan there, keeping Paradise Lost alive here in this one, but we do see Redacted eventually retake the point.
Yeah, Hawk actually being the hero for his team there, has to give it the point, but it's only 6%, and now Paradise Lost are in an amazing position. They have 4 ultimates. Since Magic Turtle died early, the fight was a little rough, but he holds on to his nano here. So it's going to be really hard for Redacted to re-engage when their only tool is the window. They take a unique approach here.
Yeah, going around the outside here, pops the window out early, but it gets blocked up by Hawk's ice wall there. However, 1 kill going the way there of Redacted. However, 3 more kills going the way of Paradise Lost. However, Paradise Lost was able to retake the point in all that confusion there, and Redacted not able to get back to point in time.
Yeah, that's rough. The pace that Redacted are playing at is good even, I think. I think it's really good that they're trying to go fast, but the problem is Hawk is getting these Mei walls to just isolate them early, even though Redacted are making it into the backline, and they killed Magic Turtle twice in the past 2 fights at the end of the point there. Even though they shut down the Ana before she can use Nano, it's not enough. The rest of the team of Redacted is just getting absolutely rolled over by CBF on the Rhine, and the amazing frontline pressure from 2-Bit and Hawk. It's really good team coordination from them.
Yeah, so far it's been great for Paradise Lost here. Redacted, though, did have their bright spots there on that first point, but just not really able to pick up or... I'm forgetting words right now on them right now, but let's see if the second point is a little bit better for them. Really no big swaps coming out from anyone here for either team. You do see CBS Pharmacy throw that mine up there into that high ground where Paradise Lost is currently trying just to hold off right now. Redacted going to try to hold off point here for the moment being, though. Ice Wall does come out here from Hawk. does capture Master Ryan out, but he's able just to kind of walk around it right there. Hawk just trying to get any icicle shot in that they possibly can. Redacted has started cap point here, and we are seeing Hawk get a couple nice icicle shots here onto people. Another ice wall comes up, trying to trap off that Ryan there from them. But we do see Chesky fall here first. Bob able to punch him to death here. Paradise Lost trying to get some momentum back in this fight. Master Ryan almost taken out there, is taken out by CBF. And we do see them take out Cadence as well, going after Kaz, but 2-Bit able to take that one away. And they find CBS Pharmacy to end off the team fight as Paradise Lost, again, caps point first.
Yeah, and that May wall from Hawk there was absolutely amazing. Not only did he isolate the Reinhardt there, Master Ryan, but he also walled the lamp, and that stops Chesky from being saved there. That was a really great play by him. I'm pretty interested in how he's gonna use the Blizzard this fight, because it could be a massive ultimate for Paradise Lost here.
And you also see CBF does have that Shatter ready to go here, so if they want to try to win a team fight here fast, they could Shatter here incredibly early, but CBS Pharmacy does have that Riptire ready to go, and here they go. They popped it early, looking for anyone, but the Blizzard comes out from Hawk here, gets rid of that Immortality Field, and 2 kills already going the way of Paradise Lost here. Chesky, though, able to find Hawk. However, that's the only thing that Redacted has been able to get so far. Chesky, last member alive, but in a 4v1, it's not going to be a winning scenario there for them, as 2-Bit able to get 3 kills there in that team kill.
Yeah, and this is just really rough for Redacted. I think they're finally making the switch they need. CVS Pharmacy going over from the Junkrat to the May. I think it's just really hard to play the Rhine Mirror, especially on these past few points. When you're walking through the chokes, Hawk has been getting consistent value with his walls. But now, CVS Pharmacy's on the May. He can do counter walls. There's some option for counterplay here for Redacted.
Yeah, and look at this. We talked about Paradise Lost having that Shatter ready to go last fight. They still have it. 4 ultimates right now ready for Paradise Lost, so a lot to go in this one. Shatter comes out here from Master Ryan, though, able to find 2 in it. The beat does have to come out here from Bob to try to keep some of their teammates alive. Now Shatter and Death Blossom coming out here from Paradise Lost. 3 kills going their way. Chesky able to pick up 2. Pick up a 3rd one there. And they're now going to try to do their best here against Magic Turtle. They get that anti-nade on them. They get the sleep. And Magic Turtle able to win that 1v1 there and keep this lead going for Paradise Lost.
Yeah, it was Magic Turtle's turn to clutch there. Took the clutch stick there from Hawk from the last round. And it's amazing how Paradise Lost, they're always able to get consistent kills mid-fight with CBF and Tuba getting value. I'm going to be interesting. They're probably going to have to play faster with the Nano. Oh, they wall! Can Redacted even touch?
Redacted able to touch back in time, but look at that. 3 kills, make it 4 kills going away. Paradise Lost. They're looking to end this first map on a high note here. They're looking for a team kill. They will get the team kill there, and it'll also be a quick 2-point advantage for them. That means they win this first map.
Yeah, and that was a little bit of a brutal one. The second point especially. The first point was a little bit more competitive. But it's really just a great showing from Paradise Lost. I don't even think Redacted are playing that poorly by any means. Paradise Lost are just playing insanely well. And it's interesting too, because they're not even opting to play the Batiste with their comp. They're playing the Ana instead. And I think they're getting really good value out of Nade and out of Nano.
Yeah, I have to fully agree with you. I don't think Redacted is necessarily playing bad. It just seems like Paradise Lost is really comfortable with what they were playing on that map there, and it really showed throughout those first 2 points there. Hell, I believe Paradise Lost really only did lose 1 team fight. I think they gave up only about 13% between the 2 points.
Yeah, I don't even think they lost a team fight, because the one team fight where they gave Redacted the point, it was when Hawk killed 2 people in the clutch and saved it. He just had to surrender the point for a few percent there. Really, really good showing from them. I'll be interested to see what type of map Redacted want to pick. I believe King's Row is in the pool, but they probably don't want to go for a Brawl map after that first map. There's a pretty rough in the Brawl mirror for them.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the map pool is right now for hybrid maps here. I believe it's I think it's King's Row, Paricio, and I believe Blizzard World. So I think you have between those 3 maps there. I would love to see a Blizzard World come out. I feel like we don't see it a lot, but I always say King's Row is the map that every team kind of goes with because they feel like it's a map they can win on.
Yeah, that's true, but I'm worried for Redacted if they go there though. I'm worried because I think if you play in the Rhine Mirror, Redacted is not showing that they're comfortable on May, right? They don't roll out on the May on the first point. They only switch to it probably because they feel like they have to on the second point. And in the Rhine Mirror, it's really, really hard if you don't play the May. I think part of the reason Paradise Lost got away with playing the Ana is because they don't need the lamp to help save their Rhine when he gets walled, because he's not getting walled because Redacted only went May for like a fight or 2. So they can just get so much value out of nades, so much value out of sleep as well. There's no wall to force them to have to play BAP. So I would like Redacted to go to either probably Blizzard World or Parizo, and maybe if they're comfortable on dive, and maybe try to pull that out.
Yeah, and you talked about Bap a little bit there. Bap was one of the characters that was recently buffed this past week on Tuesday, with that immortality field now being the biggest thing that changed with him, stopping people at 25% of their health rather than that 10 HP that it was before. And honestly, that's a soft buff for him, but it's a big buff, especially for tanks, in my opinion, because it keeps their health pool at a very healthy rate right there. Almost every tank will be at 25% of their health, over or at 100 HP.
Yeah, definitely is a big buff to Bap. And I think Bap is one of the characters that's kind of flown under the radar to an extent. He's gotten a lot of buffs since Overwatch 2, with the buffs to his regenerative burst, the buff to his immort as well. I believe some of the nerfs that he got in Overwatch 1 related to how fast he could shoot and his damage fall off were both reverted. He's a pretty strong character right now, and he's especially strong in the Rhine mirror. And I'm very surprised that Paradise Lost was able to get so much value out of Ana and win it. But we actually have Hollywood here. We didn't think it was in the map pool, but it is, and I think that's a pretty good choice from Redacted. It's a map where you can play Rhine, but you don't really have to, and some teams can fall into the trap of playing Rhine and just get absolutely rolled over by like a well-coordinated ball comp or something.
Yeah, just to give everyone an update on what the map pool is for hybrid maps, it is Kings Row, Hollywood, and Midtown. My bad on those two maps. I got wrong there. But yeah, I'm really excited to see Hollywood here. And I think, Redacted's coming out picking this one. I feel like they have to be very confident about this map here. And you see him starting off with what I would say is a dive comp here on defense. And Paradise Lost coming out with an interesting comp, in my opinion, just because of the Symmetra.
Yeah, I imagine they're not playing Lucio Zen. I would hope they're not playing Lucio Zen. Maybe they will. Yeah, Magic Turtle showing the BAP instead. It's interesting that Redacted roll out with this. I think Torbjorn is usually like a counter swap when you're playing into the dive mirror, but Paradise Lost haven't shown that so far. They've been shown that they're pretty comfortable on the Rhine, and it seems like they're going to stick to it here. I wonder, is 2-Bit just going to TP onto the back high ground? Are they going to get ran over?
I mean, that would be an interesting thing to see come out from them right here. I wouldn't be surprised though if they're going to try to TP around the back side of the point here and try to play it from there, but you might be right. They might be trying to TP on that high ground possibly. And yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. TP comes out. You see immediately everyone from Paradise Lost goes up there. However, it's 2-Bit falling first here. Then it's Magic Turtle. We do see Neo able to take out 2 members of Redacted. They're keeping their team alive in this one right now. But Redacted is down their tank. That's probably the biggest loss for them in that fight.
Yeah, that's amazing. Cadence, she hit a 5-man biotic grenade, and still Redacted lose 2 players, but Neo is not in a good position here. It seems like he's going to get burned, but he's staying alive. Take down Chesky. Dude, Paradise Lost might still win this fight. They have the TP to get them back from spawn. They're taking over.
Yeah, but now you see the falling members of Redacted get back in this one. Kaz, though, immediately falls right away. Master Ryan in a bad spot as well. Just the Winston by themselves there. The turret takes care of them there. And that might be this first point already lost here for Redacted.
Yeah, and that's very surprising to me that Redacted managed to lose that after the 5-man Bionade. That's pretty crazy. But now we see the switches coming out from Redacted, right? They know what Paradise Lost are playing. They know the Winston, the Torbjorn, probably not going to do much. They decide to switch it over to the Orisa. Pretty good counter to the Reinhardt, and the Pharah as well, recognizing that Paradise Lost have no hit scan on their team. Pretty good adaptations. I'm surprised they don't go Mercy as well, but I'll be interested to see if they get a Nano Pharah going here, because Cadence, she's pretty close to the Nano.
Yeah, but you mean to see the TP come up on that high ground, but a nice disrupting or nice just boop there from CVS Pharmacy, able to get everyone off that high ground, and look how that immediately changes the pace of this fight. Already 2 members of Paradise Lost out, about to be a 3rd one there. CVS Pharmacy able to take care of Magic Turtle. Chesky takes care of Hawk, and you immediately see Neo just charging back towards their spawn to regroup.
Yeah, fool me once, shame on me, Paradise Lost. Fool me twice, not gonna happen, says Redacted. Cadence hits another Bionade, finishing off the target that CVS Pharmacy booped down there, and we see Paradise Lost, they're abandoning the Rhine strategy. It got them the first point, but now they're switching it up. They have the Diva, the Soldier 76, the Echo. I think it's a little bit unconventional from them, but it'll be interesting to see if they try to go faster with the beat. Oh, but 2-Bit's already down.
Yeah, this is a great start here by Redacted, finding 2-Bit out early. Here comes the Nano on the Pharmacy. Will we see the barrage come out? They're definitely looking for it. They're going to go after Magic Turtle there, but not able to find them. Actually, they will towards the end, but now it's just kill train going back and forth each way. However, Chesky able to give the advantage over to Redacted here for the moment, and now Master Ryan able to take care of Neo. Another fight here won by Redacted after what was a very, very poor first point.
Yeah, and it's good that Redacted are stabilizing here. We see they make switches to their comps again. CVS Pharmacy going back over to the Torbjorn. At the same time, they switch to the Mercy as well. I think that's a pretty good switch. Brig's not going to really do much into Paradise Lost comp. But Paradise Lost, it's really scary. They have a Mercy pocketed Echo now with Bob's going over to the Mercy. Chesky has to shut that down, and that might be pretty hard for him.
Chesky does have their high noon ready to go. Master Ryan close to their Terror Surge. We could see them come out in this fight. Chesky, though, able to find 2-Bit. 2-Bit, again, falling early in this one, but we do see the Consumers come out here on the high ground here from Paradise Lost. The high noon coming out from Chesky. Look at everyone on Paradise Lost just hiding behind that wall there on top of the roof. However, Hawk able to take care of Master Ryan. 2-Bit back in this fight. However, we do see Master Ryan get back in this fight as well. Both Reses coming out from Mercies here, keeping their team alive in this team fight right now. We do see Hawk pop that duplicate, but immediately gets taken out there by Chesky. Chesky also taking them out as well after it, but they eventually do fall to it. Neo's bomb does find Cadence there as Paradise Lost finally starting to get something going here. The Terror Surge coming out there from Master Ryan. Doesn't find anyone but the turret from Pharmacy. Able to find Bob's there, and now Master Ryan going and being a little bit aggressive here, trying to force Paradise Lost back, and it looks like that's exactly what they will do.
Yeah, pretty messy fight there. Redacted have to look to stabilize, but they're approaching 3 ultimates. Could be pretty good for them. Paradise Lost. They make more switches. Hawk now goes over to the Pharah. No more Echo. Neo going over to the Orisa as well. I'm surprised to see an Orisa mirror on second point Hollywood. I think the Diva pick was actually okay. But Redacted still into the driver's seat here. After losing first point instantly, they've stabilized really well, and they have 3 ultimates to still hold it down here. It's looking good for them.
Yeah, and I'm agreeing with you. The Orisa duel here is really interesting to come out, in my opinion. But Paradise Lost must be very confident in their Orisa here. But it already does force off Master Ryan from that high ground there. So you immediately see Paradise Lost hit the go button here. 2-Bit does pop their Visor there, but doesn't find anything from it. Neo winning the battle of the Orisa duel right there. But we do see 2-Bit get back in the fight because Bob reses them there. Paradise Lost finally starting to push this cart a little bit again right now. But the Valkyrie being popped here by Kaz just to try to keep their team supported while Master Ryan's coming back out.
Yeah, and Redacted only used the Valkyrie there, notably. They have 3 ultimates online yet again for this fight. It's going to be really hard for Paradise Lost to cap.
Yeah, but right now, still over a minute left to go on that clock. Chesky able to take care of Hawk with some help there from Pharmacy. Here comes the high noon. Chesky finds one with that, taking care of the Mercy for Paradise Lost. The Molten Core also coming out from Pharmacy right there, burning everyone's feet on the ground right there. Neo taking a lot of damage, but Master Ryan able to take him out, and this Javelin to the face there for Master Ryan into Magic Turtle's face. Ends the fight there for another win for Redacted.
Yeah, this has been a stellar second point hold from Redacted. They made the switches they needed to make, and they've been doing a great job here. Paradise Lost tried to do the counter switches, tried to go to Pharah, but it's not doing too much for them here. Hawk's going to have to make a big play, though, if they want to cap this point. No ultimates online. The only ultimate that's going to be up maybe mid-fight is Hawk's Barrage. He has to go for something big, and 2-Bit making a switch in the last fight goes over to the Sojourn here. It's interesting.
It's very interesting, but they did use that Molten Core, so probably a better time than any to make a swap if they so wanted to right there. But now, again, it's just Neo forcing Master Ryan off that high ground. You immediately might see Redacted just get off the high ground altogether just so they don't lose out anyone early in this fight. However, Neo does have their Terror Surge ready to go. Hawk does have that Barrage, like you said, ready to go, so I would not be surprised if we see a combo coming out here. Here comes the Terror Surge, only able to cap 1 with it, but no one getting found from it. Actually, it's Neo who's almost taken out, but Hawk's Barrage finds 2. That's exactly what it needed to find there. That's huge for them. That might keep them alive in this fight, and 2 more kills coming out from Paradise Lost. We have ticked into overtime, and it's a team kill, and that'll be able to cap them the second point.
Yeah, and what a great play from Paradise Lost there. The Terror Surge, it doesn't find any kills, but it forces a lot of the defensive cooldowns and forces Redacted to back up into a corner where Hawk is waiting. Swipes in, kills 2 with a Barrage, and hits some amazing mid-air shots there on Bob's. Not Bob's, Kaz. That was really, really good from Hawk. And now, dude, he does that on the Pharah, and he doesn't care. He's switching to the Hanzo now. He realizes that it's probably a better pick than what Redacted's playing. The Pharah might not get too much value on third point. Paradise Lost playing really well here. 2-Bit already has an overclock after 1 fight.
Yeah, so that might be a very, very scary ultimate coming out here from 2-Bit. Magic Turtle does have that Nano ready to go as well. Terror Surge, though, is on board here for Master Ryan. Here it comes. It already finds 1, but Neo able to take care of Master Ryan before they really get the spike down. Now Neo finds Chesky right here. They're nanoed. Master Ryan getting res back into this one, but Hawk able to take out Kaz there, as now we see Paradise Lost just continue to push this cart right now. Less than 45 seconds left to go in this push when they're trying to get as far as they possibly can. The Molten Core coming out here from CVS Pharmacy, not able to find anyone. The Dragon Strike actually coming out from Hawk, not finding anyone yet, but another Javelin kill there for Neo as Paradise Lost getting very, very close to ending this map here and now. Chesky, though, able to find one kill with that high noon. Neo sleeping for the moment right now, but the time is on the side of Redacted here. However, Paradise Lost does have a little bit more numbers in this fight. We do see a swap route from Master Ryan onto the ball. Hawk able to find Chesky here, and now you immediately see Master Ryan trying just to bully everyone away. Hawk actually getting in a lot of damage there as Neo takes care of Pharmacy. Here comes a terror search from Neo, finds Kaz as well. Chesky does find Hawk. It's just back and forth right now. 2-Bit able to find Chesky there. That might be what Paradise Lost exactly need here to end this point. But we do see one more member on cart here from Redacted is the ball. Now we see CVS Pharmacy swapping over to that Tracer, trying to stall out this point as long as they can. Has gone into overtime, but one kill going their way might be the only thing they need here. Now we do see Kaz come back out on the Mercy. They immediately fall there to 2-Bit. Master Ryan again by themselves. Chesky back out into this fight, but they're dealing with a Tracer. 2-Bit, another real good shot. Neo finally able to take him out, and after a long, long stall there, Paradise Lost finally able to complete this map, fully completing it, but in overtime.
Yeah, still an amazing comeback from them, though. They win first point virtually instantly and get held for probably like around 5 minutes on second point there until the heroics come out from their team. Really, really good comeback from them. But the player that I want to highlight here is Chesky. Chesky, as I mentioned earlier, is the team captain for Redacted. He normally plays support, but he has to play DPS for the team right now. And I think he was a big part of their second point hold there. He got a lot of opening kills, got good value with his Deadeyes. He was doing a really good job for them, despite the fact that they lost. I think he was a big factor for their good second point hold there. And I'm looking to him to lead the team to having a good attack here.
Yeah, no, and I fully agree with you there. A lot of those second point team fights that you were talking about, Chesky was finding, I believe it was 2-Bit first. I believe that happened 2 or 3 times where 2-Bit was the first one to fall really before a team fight got going there. But one thing I loved from both these teams that we saw a lot throughout that first round there was each team was not afraid to swap up their comps there. We saw it a lot on that second point. Redacted pretty much made an entire team swap after they lost first point. Then we saw Paradise Lost make some changes and then went back and forth throughout the rest of that round there. And I really like seeing that from these teams because they're not just locked into playing one way.
Yeah, it's good that they're making the adaptations, and it's likely that Paradise Lost are going to have to make some adaptations at some point, because CVS Pharmacy is coming out on what I could only presume is their best character, the Pharah. They have Pharmacy in the name. Coming out on the attack here, we have a Mercy Pocketed Cassidy for Paradise Lost to shut it down, but that might not be enough.
Might not be enough here, but we already see Chesky there with the headshot here to start everything off. We did see Master Ryan just dive up onto that high ground. Now they're trying to get rid of that turret, able to do that right there, but 2-Bit able to take care of Master Ryan, who maybe jumped a little bit too far there. Pharmacy here looking for anyone just kind of hiding around, but we do see everyone on Paradise Lost trying to play it smart right now, playing around corners, but they do see 2-Bit, and they're trying to get rid of them right now. But everyone for Paradise Lost is playing this very, very sound. They're not peeking out. They're trying not to make any mistakes at the moment.
Yeah, and it's really hard for Redacted. After they lose their Winston there, they lose a lot of the pressure. But Master Ryan coming back now, they can take the fight again, and they still have a lot of space here.
Yeah, even with Redacted getting that first kill, they didn't really create a lot of space because Master Ryan was the first one to fall for them after they tried diving in there. But they do see CVS Pharmacy take care of 2-Bit, but 2-Bit comes right back with those receipts you get from CVS and finds them with their turret. And we do see 2-Bit get res there by Bobs. That turret doing a lot of damage. Master Ryan falling yet again in the fight, and that might be it for Redacted in this one. You immediately see them falling back as not to lose anyone else in this fight.
Yeah, and Redacted, they might just be playing too fast after they secure a kill or something. It's really hard for them to close out the fights here. Paradise Lost comp, they have a lot of sustain. Oh, he's going for a flank. Neo's going for a flank. He doesn't even have the shatter. He's still 10% off the shatter, but he's going for this anyway. Is he going to try to pin Chesky or something?
Maybe one good swing and you might have that shatter right there, but they do have 2 aerial units right now. But here comes it.
No.
They're able to find Chesky there. You catch the cursed it right there. Chesky gets caught out by that pin. However, Cadence comes right back and finds Neo. So, you know, an eye for an eye right there. One team losing their tank, one team loses the DPS, but 2-Bit immediately comes back and says, I got your tank right there. And now they're popping their own Molten Core here. The barrage coming out from Pharmacy, able to find one. They do have the nano. Finds a second one here. They could try to stop this Resing Mercy, not able to. We do see them get stuck with that grenade from Hawk. However, it's really only just Hawk at the moment. Now we do see Neo back. The Shatter comes out. Look at that. It catches the supports for Redacted, and that will pretty much end this fight.
I mean, and that is a criminal clutch from Paradise Lost. CVS Pharmacy, on their namesake, the Pharah, kills 3 people, and Redacted still managed to lose that fight, and it's just because they're going a little bit too over-aggressive. They kill Neo early, and they try to engage too fast. They don't wait for Chesky to come back, and even though CVS Pharmacy is able to kill 3, they don't have enough members to clutch it out, and Neo hit an amazing shatter there on the back line. Absolutely amazing clutches from Paradise Lost, and now they have the Kitsune Rush, and Chesky is dead again. It's looking so bad for Redacted here. I guess the res comes out, but Magic Turtle might just take over this fight with the Kitsune Rush.
Kitsune Rush coming up, but Chesky so close to that Bob. That could be fight changing. The Kitsune Rush coming out here now from Paradise Lost. You immediately see him go very aggressive here. 2-Bit able to find Chesky's Bob there, so Bob not able to get a lot of value out of it. Master Ryan also not getting a lot of value out of this fight. 2-Bit takes care of Chesky there as well for the second time this fight, and 2-Bit going in on the Torb. Eventually gets taken out by Pharmacy there, but Hawk able to take care of Cadence, and Pharmacy just running back to group up with their team again. Only 35 seconds though for Redacted now.
Wow. Yeah, and this overtime fight, if it gets to the overtime, is going to be so rough for Redacted. 2-Bit is only 25% off the Molten Core. If it goes down to an overtime fight and 2-Bit just plays his life, he can Molten Core the entire point. It'll be hard for Redacted to touch. Chesky making the Desperation Bastion switch here into the Rhine comp. I don't think it's the worst play ever, but okay, the big clutch maker here has to be CVS Pharmacy. He's really close to the Barrage, Cadence close to the Nano as well. If they combo that, they might have a chance.
Yeah, but they need to think about touching the point here soon. They do touch the point now. The High Noon coming out here from Hawk here. They're able to find CVS Pharmacy there, and they find Master Ryan. Chesky able to find one, but everything else going the way of Paradise Lost here, and no one for Redacted able to get back in touch point in time as Paradise Lost will take this map too.
Wow, and that was really, really, really well played by Paradise Lost. It is amazing how much value 2-Bit got out of the Torbjorn there. Redacted, they weren't even playing dive at all. I mean, they played Winston for a little bit, but then they switched over to the Orisa. They had Ashe, they had Pharah. Typically, you would think Torbjorn's not going to get much value into that comp, but 2-Bit still did extremely well, and it was an amazing hold there from Paradise Lost. That shatter from Neo, when he shattered both supports, that was game-changing. Redacted, they could look at attacking the rest of the map there. They would have capped first point if Neo did not hit that shatter. He found the perfect opportunity, and he really clutched up for his team there. Really well played by Paradise Lost.
Yeah, and I have to say this going into our halftime break here. I mean, Redacted isn't playing bad. They've won team fights on every map so far. They've had the advantage in every map so far. It's just, it always seems like Paradise Lost has a player that does something incredible. You talked about the shatter there that basically stopped them from capping the first point. I'll agree with you. That stopped them from capping the first point there, because after that, it was just that Ryan against 3 members of Redacted there. So if that does not happen, you know, this map is probably still going on right now. We're probably still somewhere on that second point, maybe even third point push right now. But, you know, Paradise Lost showing why they swept last week, showing why they're a very dominant team in Tranquility right now.
For sure. And it's the clutch plays not only from Neo on that map, but also from Hawk on map 1 in the 1v2 on the May. Incredible. Magic Turtle got a clutch 1v1 against a Reaper or something, I believe, on the Ana. Just, they are just clutchers. They're just clutchers. They're clutching it out. Whenever they're under the pressure, whenever it seems like they should lose, they're not losing. They almost lose. They almost don't cap second point. They clutch as a team. Amazing Orisa ult Pharah combo play. Really good clutch. It's amazing how well this team is doing. But it's definitely not over for Redacted, though. A lot of signs of life, especially on their second point hold there on Hollywood on defense. They held for almost 5 minutes or so. It was really good from them. They can still bring it back in this match after the half.
Yeah. One final thing. They have shown signs of life, and it makes me confident they can get back into this match here. But we're going to take our halftime break here, so stick around, everyone. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back everyone from that halftime break there. Our current score is Paradise Lost 2, Redacted 0. It's been a very back and forth series so far, but before we get back into talking about the series so far, Needle, I want to just make sure we plug, let everyone know that right now on the Tranquility store, it is 20% off here for, I believe, the next week on all merch on the Tranquility store. I believe that is tranquility.gg/my is it what, spreadsheet.com?
I don't know.
Spreadshirt.com. All right. Yeah, you'll see it there, and you'll
Yeah, shop.spreadshirt.com/tranquilitygg for the merch. Yep.
amazing plug by myself there. Thank you, Needle, for the save there. But let's get back into the series now and not plugs, because I can't do those. It has been a really good series so far. I mean, yeah, the score is currently 2-0 Paradise Lost, but Redacted has shown some signs of life throughout the night.
Yeah, and this is in Tranquility we have, or at least we used to have back in my day, back in the boomer days of Tranquility, season like 3 through 5, we used to have the close 4-0. I'm not sure if that's still a thing, but this has been a close 2-0. The map score would not suggest that at all, though. Redacted have not taken a single point, but they played a pretty good defense on Hollywood, all things considered. They got immediately rolled on first point and held second point for a long time. They showed signs of life, and I think they still have the capacity to come back in this match and take at least one map.
And you have to talk about their defense a little bit more. That second point hold, I think, was over 5.5 minutes long. Forced them into overtime there. That third point hold, yeah, Paradise Lost eventually did end up capping the full map there, but again, they'd force them into overtime there with a stall that lasted probably way longer than it honestly should have for
Yeah.
the situation that it was. But, you know, they were still showing that they wanted to try to come back out there and stall out that cart and maybe try to get one kill going their way to get something going. It just didn't happen that way. Then you go over to their offensive side there on Hollywood. And it was, again, kind of just the same old thing that we saw on their defense thing. Kind of got rolled the first couple of fights, but then they got, in my opinion, what should have been a team fight win and something that led to probably capping that first point. It just completely canceled out by a couple of hero plays coming out from Neo.
Yeah, really amazing clutches from Paradise Lost, as we were talking about before the break. They really are just showing up in the clutch situations at the critical moments, and they're turning fights around that Redacted should be winning. Like, Redacted, they could have gotten way more % on control. They could have capped first points on Hollywood. They could have held on second point on Hollywood, but in all of the clutch moments, Paradise Lost has come out on top. So I'm really looking at the players of Redacted to start just clutching up, I guess, against Paradise Lost and start denying them their clutches. That's just kind of what they have to do. Really vague statement from me and not anything concrete at all, but it's just what they have to do. It's really hard, but I think they're individually, the players on Redacted are playing pretty well. I think Chesky's stepping up in a big way considering that he's off-rolling. He's traditionally a support player, stepping up on the DPS, played a really good map of Cassidy last map. I think that Redacted have the potential individually and as a team, but they just need to clean up a few things and they can take it to Paradise Lost here. I'm interested, again, with the map pick that they make. I know Circuit Royale is in the pool. I'm not sure what the other escort maps are.
Circuit Royale, Shambali Monastery, and Dorado.
Interesting picks there. Redacted, I feel like they haven't shown a clear like team identity of like what their comp is, like what comp they're really good at and what they think they can beat Paradise Lost on. So I'm interested, maybe that's the Sigma comp for them. Maybe they want to go Circuit Royale, they want to play the Sigma comp. Maybe they are actually a really good ball team or something. They want to go Shambali. You can play ball on Shambali if you want. I just want to see some sort of team identity from Redacted here. What's their best comp? Can they pull it out? You have really diverse map choices here. Dorado, Shambali, Circuit. You can play a lot of comps. I hope that they pick a good map and show us something new that they're really good at.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like all that Redacted really needs to get going in this series is just a little bit of momentum to get going from the start of a map. They've been playing from behind every map and point so far this series. We go back to Antarctic Peninsula. They never capped point first. It was just all basically Paradise Lost from the get-go on every map, every round so far. So maybe all they really need is just a little bit of momentum, a little push just to get something going here. And I think that's all we really need to see from them right now. Just a little bit of momentum might go a long way for them.
I completely agree. And yeah, I think that's the big thing. Paradise Lost are playing so well though. The players individually on this team, they're doing a really good job and they're showing that they can play multiple comps. They played the Reinhardt comp really, really well on the first point of control. Both points of control, they played the Reinhardt comp really well. They pulled out the Orisa. They pulled out even the Diva at one point on their second point. They're showing a lot of flexibility, and I think Redacted are too, but it's still rough because you were talking about on the second map how both teams aren't afraid to make hero switches, and I think that's really good. But if you make too many hero switches, you're not going to be too good at any one comp. And when it comes to the situation, it doesn't really seem so far, no matter what characters Redacted have picked, Paradise Lost are still winning. So I'm hoping they just show us a new look here and they try and stick with it for the rest of the series.
Yeah, but it does look like that Redacted has chosen to bring us to Dorado here. What do you necessarily think Redacted is picking this map to do here, to play into?
I'm not sure. I imagine you would want to go Winston here. Dorado, typically a really strong Winston map. I don't know what else they could pull out. It seems like they wanted to play some Winston on Hollywood. They played it for part of their attack. I imagine that's what Redacted's idea is, at least. But it's interesting because I don't think Paradise Lost even have to mirror the Winston if they want to. We saw an Orisa mirror come out on Hollywood's second point attack there from Paradise Lost and Redacted at some point. Neither team really showing that they have to play the dive. They're showing that they're comfortable on other things too. It's interesting. Currently, Redacted are showing an interesting comp playing Junkrat and Widowmaker, which is personally not what I would recommend them to roll out with, but maybe this is just the special sauce, you know?
Yeah, maybe, but you talked about tank picks coming out here a lot, and before Neo made the swap there, you had not necessarily talked about D.Va necessarily being a pick on this map, but that's what each team's going to start out with here. And hell, the support lines for each side, very different. Really, the only shared pick between both sides here is the D.Va.
Yeah, and it's all going to be this battle here. Can Chesky shut down Hawk? Hawk, the big damage dealer, probably going to be getting the Mercy Pocket from Bobs here. A lot of weight on the shoulders of Chesky.
Yeah, but you immediately see Neo dive into that high ground there to force Chesky back here. Chesky just looking for any head they can find here. They do see Neo there, but Neo pops off that defense measure to eat that bolt there. Now Master Ryan on the low ground here has to fly back up. Almost gets DMAC there, but able to stay alive thanks to a lot of help there from their supports. Now again, Paradise Lost slowly pushing, but we do see the first kill from CVS Pharmacy come out there on the 2-bit. This could be a good start here for Redacted. They just need to kind of roll this into a little bit more either pressure or kills here.
Yeah, and this is probably where we're going to see the biggest value out of Junkrat on the entire map, is the cart being under this little archway. As we can see, CVS Pharmacy is just going to keep spamming that archway. He's going to make it really hard for Paradise Lost to play the cart here. Paradise Lost probably going to have to leverage the fact that they have an Echo and take a lot of angles here. Looking at Hawk to make the big engagement play for them here. Maybe he has to flank Chesky on the Widow or something. Chesky's sitting at the back of the map on the bridge right now, completely uncontested. Oh, he's going for him.
Oh, those grenades would have been on point if Chesky did not step back there. But the bomb coming out from Neo already does find Chesky there. That might be Paradise Lost's go button, but right now you still see him trying to play it out a little bit slower. The nano from Cadence going out on to Master Ryan there. They're going after 2-bit. Able to take care of 2-bit there. But the cart still being pushed here a little bit now. You see Master Ryan get back. The nano has worn off, but they're still just trying to find anyone right now. Bomb now ready. We do see Bob's res 2-bit to get them back into this fight. They are close to that overclock here. The bomb having to be forced out of here from Master Ryan to get back into the mech here as they were demeched.
Yeah, and Redacted had to look to stabilize here. Kaz is really close to the Transcendent. CVS Pharmacy almost has the tire. They have the ability to turn it around here. He might be popping the tire here. Oh, amazing kill on 2-bit. CVS Pharmacy in the clutch does not kill any with the tire, and he's falling down. Paradise Lost can still win.
Yeah, that's a huge kill there for Matchator, especially with the duplicate coming out here onto the Ash there of Chesky. Now Hawk does have a Bob ready to go. Could throw it out. Now they throw it out right here. Neo, 2-bit, and Bob's all have their ultimates ready to go, but this Bob ultimate right here could be huge for Paradise Lost. Neo able to take care of Kaz. They're hiding. Now Cadence in a very bad spot, fighting two members of Paradise Lost. They lose their life. There are no supports on the field right now for Redacted. Redacted, this has been a good defensive hold so far, but this just might be it at the moment. We do see CVS Pharmacy come back on the Sombra of all characters right here. I feel like this is just mostly to try to either hack that D.Va or maybe just to try a touch here. You might see him just try to contest here for as long as they possibly can, but CVS Pharmacy in a really tough spot right now.
Yeah, a little bit of an odd decision. He's going down, maybe switching back. But another beautiful fight there from Hawk. Copies the Ash, places the Bob in the perfect position, forces Cadence to play in a bad position. Not even really her fault for being caught out there. The support line gets split from the Ash there. Chesky gets isolated. Just an amazing Bob placement, an amazing dupe there from Hawk helps Paradise Lost win the fight. And they win the fight having only to use the duplicate at the end there. The 2-bit has ultimate, Neo has ultimate. They have a lot on line to keep the snowball going and cap the second point.
Yeah, you are absolutely right here. They could easily start to snowball here. The bomb going to come out here from Neo. It's going up. It's going to catch out two there from Redacted. A third one taken out right after that. And already we're seeing this snowball effect get started here for Paradise Lost. Master Ryan gets demech there, won't really live much longer, and that's basically a team fight, and now a lot of free space here that Paradise Lost can continue to push this payload.
Yeah, and this is how the snowball starts, right? Like, they win fight, they cap first point having to only use duplicate. They win another fight on second point having to only use D.Va Bomb. Redacted, they have a lot of tools in the bank to stop this momentum, though. Cadence has the nano boost, Chesky with the Bob, CVS Pharmacy approaching the EMP, Master Ryan has the bomb. Redacted have to come up with a coordinated engage here, and they have to try to find a kill.
Neo gets hacked here, but able to get off that high ground, save themselves and that mech right now. 2-bit probably looking to pop this overclock here soon. Kaz might be a good person to get started on right now, but the nano coming out onto Master Ryan on this high ground. They're going to go after 2-bit before they dive back down. Now here comes the overclock. This is very scary. They're going after Kaz, not able to find a shot there just yet, but Hawk does find CVS Pharmacy. 2-bit does find Cadence. Now they're going after the other support. Hawk finds Chesky. 2-bit eventually able to find Kaz there, and again, it's just Master Ryan all by themselves. They're not going to waste the bomb in this lost team fight, and that would be the second point capped here for Paradise Lost.
Yeah, and the tempo from Paradise Lost is just amazing. I think one of the consistent flaws in Redacted's game plan is that their engages are often a little bit uncoordinated, and they're also often trying to go in like a little bit too early when they don't have anything to go off on. And Paradise Lost recognized this almost every time. The nano there on Master Ryan, not exactly the best decision from Redacted. Paradise Lost, they kite away, they re-engage for the overclock, and that's another fight where Paradise Lost, they don't have to invest much for the win. Redacted, they still have the EMP online, though. Could be a major fight-winning tool, but CVS Pharmacy just gets forced out at the beginning of this fight, and Chesky goes down. No mercy on the side of Redacted to res him. It's just looking absolutely amazing here for Paradise Lost. They're going for a clutch, though.
EMP comes out, so does the bomb from Master Ryan, but nothing comes from any of those ultimates right there. The EMP found 3, the bomb found nothing, no one falls. Paradise Lost in a very good spot right now, about to have 3 ultimates ready to go. Redacted only about to have 1. Master Ryan out of their mech, about to be taken out here by the other Diva. Hawk, though, able to take him out there. Now 3 ultimates ready for Paradise Lost here. They can end this fight here now. Chesky able to take care of 2, but the bomb comes out, does not find anyone. But Paradise Lost still sitting on 2 strong ultimates right now. However, we will see Hawk not be able to get res back in this one as they use the res there on 2-bit. We do have the Consuming Rush ready for Magic Turtle. They're going to pop it here, and you already see 2 kills going the way of Paradise Lost here. They want to make it more right now. That Consuming Rush should be helping them out a lot, but no one else is being taken out of this fight. However, Master Ryan out of his mech right now. Gonna try to stall out as long as they can now on this point. Master Ryan out. We do see CVS Pharmacy get back to touch now. The Transcendence having to be forced out here by Cass just to keep this fight alive. Hawk duplicating into the Sombra here. I don't know if that was the person they were necessarily going for, but it could still help them out. Neo does find CVS Pharmacy there, who did find 2-bit, but the cart's still being pushed here. EMP comes out in the waning seconds of that duplicate. Now we do see Cadence here. Nano Master Ryan again. Hawk able to find Chesky here. Master Ryan trying to do their best to do whatever they can to make sure this cart stays stalled. A minute more left on the clock for Paradise Lost. They just need to clean up this team right here. They do see Neo get slept here. Hawk, though, again able to find CVS Pharmacy out. However, Redacted doing a good job here just to stall it out. Now the bomb coming out from Neo. This could be huge, but doesn't find anyone. However, everyone from Redacted's off the cart, and Paradise Lost able to complete this map.
Wow, and Paradise Lost yet again in the clutch factor, pulling it out. They lost, I believe it was 2-bit at the beginning of that fight, but they managed to hold on. They play their lives. They force resources when they can. Hawk applying pressure to Cadence in the mid-fight. Just absolutely amazingly played from them. And then Neo recognizing at the end there that the bomb would lead to the point cap, zones them off, prevents the touch, and they cap with 53 seconds. Absolute masterclass from Paradise Lost. They're playing so incredibly well for a Discord tier team. I'm honestly really surprised. But, I don't know. It's rough. Redacted, they're still not showing like a concrete identity that shows a lot of promise, right? They pull out the Diva comp. It looks fine from them. You know, they're still not playing badly, right? They're playing fine, but right now it just looks like Paradise Lost is on another level. No matter what comp they're playing, the Reinhardt, the Diva, the Orisa, they can just always pull it out in the end. But Redacted, it's not over for them yet. Their comp, I think, is pretty good. Like the Diva on a Zen, they have a lot of kill potential. It'll be interesting if they try to play to their strengths again here. It looks like they're switching it up. They're going to go for the Pharmacy, play towards what I can only presume is CVS Pharmacy's strengths, and try to power over Paradise Lost here. I'm going to be looking again on Chesky, playing the Widow into the Echo Mercy. He really has to make the difference here. Pressure Hawk so that Hawk can't pressure CVS Pharmacy.
Yeah, and Chesky on the Widowmaker last round, I don't necessarily think found that many kills. So again, putting a lot of pressure on Chesky here might be what Redacted needs to have something go their way here. But CVS Pharmacy, without that Pharmacy combo there, immediately gets taken out. Chesky tries to get a couple shots there onto Hawk, but Hawk does have that Mercy pocket right there. But they are going after 2-bit right there. But they're going to be almost able to take care of his tank. Not able to, and Hawk able to take care of them instead. We do see the res being forced out though.
Yeah, and it's looking rough here for Redacted. They're still lacking the coordination that they need, and Paradise Lost are doing a great job of punishing that. It's pretty rough. But CVS Pharmacy, they're making changes now. They're going over to the double sniper, and I don't think this is the best idea, personally. Seems like they don't exactly know what they want to do. Now they go over to the Zen, they go over to the Cassidy. I think the comp they ended up on is okay. But yet again, it's like Echo Mercy. It's going to be really hard for just a Cassidy to deal with that. Kaz is going to probably have to look to Discord Hawk here. But even then, Hawk, has been doing a great job this match so far, and I think they should dedicate more resources towards shutting them down.
Yeah, but right now they're trying to at least get rid of Neo, who is already on pace to get a bomb here really soon right now. But Redacted still struggling to push this card in. They haven't found a kill just yet. The only thing they've been able to get rid of is the turret. Make that 2 times now. But now Master Ryan just charged a little bit too far up. Immediately gets taken out, and that might just be this team fight already lost for Redacted here. You see 2, 3, 4 down, about to be 5 here, and that's just another team kill for Paradise Lost here.
Yeah, and with the switches coming in a little late, Redacted aren't going to have that many fights where they have big ultimates to win. But this is one of them. Cadence, she has the Kiriko ult online. It's going to be really hard for that to get value into the massive ult bank of Paradise Lost, though. Almost all 5 ultimates online. Paradise Lost are absolutely in control of the game right now, and Redacted just have to hope that they overult.
Redacted just needs to find an early pick here. They need to give themselves some advantage. The bomb, though, coming out from Master Ryan, not able to find anyone, not even able to find the turret there as Magic Turtle finds Pharmacy to get everything started here. But here, Chesky, though, could take care of this Mercy. Not able to, as they have that support there from Magic Turtle. Already 3, 4 down. Master Ryan trying to escape with their life, but not going to be able to. Instead, will just jump off the map.
Yeah, and this is where the clutch factor is going to have to come out from Redacted. Paradise Lost, they get away winning the fight using only duplicate. We're going to need to see a hero play, an amazing one-shot from CVS Pharmacy, a 5-ball from Kaz. Master Ryan goes over to the Reinhardt here. Maybe that's the difference maker for them. They can go in with a Kitsune Rush or something, try to play really aggro. The bomb came out early from Neo there, not exactly sure what the idea was, but Redacted, they're still in this, but they just have to pull something out.
Kitsune Rush coming out early here from Cadence right now. Just gonna desperately using this to try to get them through this choke point right now. The turret finally taken out there. Chesky has to roll back to keep themselves alive, but they're not gonna be able to survive through those grenades there from Hawk. And now everyone on Redacted kind of just cornered in this small room right now. This is a very bad spot for them to be in at the moment, but they're almost getting rid of Neo's mech there. However, we do see the Torb coming from behind. Hawk, though, immediately melts down Master Ryan there, and just followed by the rest of their team falling as well. Less than 30 seconds now, and Redacted running out of time here.
They're running out of time, but this is the best chance that Redacted have to win a fight on this first point. This is when the ultimate advantage finally swings a little bit in their favor. They have 3 ultimates online. Unfortunately, neither of the DPS ultimates is really good into what Paradise Lost is playing, though. So it still comes down again to them probably having to make a hero play. Neo's bomb is forced. Maybe they have a chance here.
Lone core bomb used here, but we see Neo get the crush kill on the chest key, and Redacted's not able to get back to the card in time. Paradise Lost will win this map. That means they win the game. However, there's still one more map left to be played tonight.
Yeah, and what an unfortunate way for that map to end. The remake kill onto Chesky into the C9 is really, really unfortunate there for Redacted. I feel like they've shown signs of life in this match. I feel like they've played it pretty decently, but Paradise Lost really just showing why they're on another level. They swept their match in week 1, and it's looking, unfortunately for Redacted, like they might sweep again here. For Redacted's sake, I hope they can pull something out on the 4th map. I'm not really sure what it is at this point, because no matter what comp Paradise Lost play, no matter what matchup it is, it's just looking great for Paradise Lost here.
Yeah, I mean, Paradise Lost is looking to be a team that's very, very scary in this Discord tier. But, I mean, like we've been saying throughout this entire night, Redacted necessarily hasn't looked, as bad either. It's just Paradise Lost seems to just be on a different level than Redacted here at the moment. They're playing as a whole team. They're getting ultimates here to find a lot of value from them. We're seeing replays right now, a 2-person bomb that led into a 2-person overclock there, and they're using these ultimates to win team fights, and we saw it there on that last defensive round there. Paradise Lost built up all 5 ultimates and then basically played every fight after that really smart, only using 1 or 2 per fight, to the point where by the time everyone had used them, there were already 2 back up, because the people that had used their ultimates in that first engagement had got them back up.
Yeah, their discipline for a team at this level is really, really impressive. Their ebb and flow is great. Their ultimate usage is great. They're a really well-drilled team. I believe they've been in Tranquility for a little while. Paradise Lost, I'm not entirely sure. Kind of been out of the loop recently. But they are looking like they've been like a team together for months, if not like a year. Their team coordination is amazing. They're doing great.
Yeah, but like I said, one more map left tonight. This is just really to pick up map differentials here. Paradise Lost already going to 2-0 on the season, looking to keep that perfect map record though, which is probably something that they are very looking forward to, probably trying to keep perfect throughout this first stage right now. Redacted, they're just trying to get one small victory, I'm assuming, tonight, so try to win this last map here right now, but it's still a very tough ask based off what we've seen tonight from Paradise Lost in their play.
Yep, it definitely is, but there's still hope for Redacted here. I don't know what they could do at this point to pull it out. I'm not entirely sure what comps they've practiced, but it might be time to just go for a Hail Mary, try to pull out a strategy that they don't have incredibly well practiced, but they think can beat what Paradise Lost is playing. Because no matter what they've done so far, it hasn't really worked out. Maybe they should go back to the comfort picks. Not entirely sure what their comfort picks are, but every look that they've had, Paradise Lost has just had that look, but better. So, pretty unfortunate.
Well, our next map is Push, and like I said, I feel like just Redacted needs to have one team fight go their way to start a map to give them a little bit of momentum and a little bit of confidence here. Because especially on that last map, especially that last round, they didn't kill anyone, I believe. And there was really, you saw them make a lot of swaps and just picking stuff at the end there. It just really felt like to me that they were not confident with what they were playing with on that last map there, or their push phase of Dorado. So I think, like I said before, Dorado, just one team fight going their way might be the difference between or at least give them a little bit of momentum. And I want to see what a Redacted team with momentum looks like.
Yeah, they've lost the first fight in every phase. On both control points, on every attack, every defense, they've lost I believe they've lost the first fight. And after that, Paradise Lost, when they're in the driver's seat, they know how to drive. And they have just been absolutely taking it to them when they have the momentum. So yeah, but if Redacted win the first fight here, it could be pretty promising for them. They definitely have a chance. They're not out yet.
Yeah, and so the map pool for this push map right here, or the push maps, are New Queen Street, Coliseo, and Esperanza. And I'm trying to think which kind of plays into something that I feel like would work for Redacted. But when I think about that, I also have to think about, well, can Paradise Lost do the same but better? And it's just hard for me to think right now, because we've seen Paradise Lost come out on a bunch of different comps throughout the night, and they've made it work every time.
Yeah, they really have. And yeah, like I was saying, maybe it's a Hail Mary play for Redacted. Maybe that's what they have to do. No matter what, it's going to be hard for them though. But this map, still important for them to try and win for the map differential. They lost 1-3 in their last match. Their map differential still isn't bad yet. They're playing at a disadvantage. Their DPS player isn't here. They have to put their support on DPS. It's a little bit of a rough start to the season for them, but hopefully they can at least turn around a little bit and win this next map.
Yeah, and you've highlighted Chesky throughout the night a little bit right now, a support who's playing DPS right now, and has done a very good job on that role up until this point so far in the entire series. Like, if you didn't tell me Chesky was the person off rolling here, I would not know who was off rolling on their team. So they've done a good job there. But looks like we're gonna be heading to Coliseo here. Again, Redacted's picking this map, means that they're the most comfortable here to win this map. But at the moment right now, just look at the scoreboard for this entire series. Paradise Lost looking at right now to sweep Redacted, but not even allow them to have a point throughout this entire series.
Yeah, it might be a perfect game, because in push, if they win this push map, it's just a 1-0. The checkpoints don't count towards the score, so yeah, it might be a perfect game here from Paradise Lost, really making a name for themselves here in week 2. But maybe it's not. I'm gonna be interested in what the teams are playing here. Paradise Lost, surely they're not going to be rolling out on the Bastion Reinhardt with Genji. One would assume, at least. It seems like they might be playing the Mercy though, playing towards Hawk's strength. Hawk has done an amazing job on the Echo and the Pharah in this match. And wow, Paradise Lost, they don't even care about the Mei in the Rhine Mirror. Redacted, they're playing the Mei. They weren't playing it on map 1 in the Rhine Mirror. Now Paradise Lost, they're rolling out with something different. Magic Turtle, pulling out the comfort pick on the Ana, He did an amazing job in map 1. I'm looking towards him and Hawk to have another great performance on this map.
Yeah, and CBF coming back in for the first time since that first map, where you also did see a lot of Ryan played there as well. So not a shock for me to see this one, see them come back with the Ryan here right now. We already see Master Ryan get incredibly low. That Immortality Field can keep them supported and alive for the moment, but they are still very, very low in health, under 50%, getting a lot of heal up here from their supports right now. The charge does come out from both Ryans to stun them there for a moment. No one falling just yet. Redacted, though, starting to push this cart just a little bit, and we do see CBF here get trapped in this mine, and now they get stunned and charged away, but Master Ryan might have got a little bit too far there. CBF able to take him out, and now everything immediately goes Paradise Lost's way, and will end in a team kill.
And that's another map. Every single first fight has gone Paradise Lost's way. Yet again, they're in the driver's seat, and they already have the duplicate online. That is incredible. They have the duplicate and the nano boost and the shatter. They have 3 ultimates after 1 minute and 10 seconds of play. How is that even possible? I mean, Cadence has to make an absolute hero play with the window. That's the only thing Redacted can hope for. Paradise Lost, they're taking over. Hawk has duplicated Junkrat.
Everything starting off here fast. Hawk does have that Riptire ready to go here. The window already coming out here from Cadence. Hawk's Riptire ready to go. They're going to hold on to it for a little bit, but immediately comes out, and we do see Pharmacy, or CBS Pharmacy on their own Junkrat take care of that tire there right now. CBF, though, still does have that Shatter ready to go here. Master Ryan has their Shatter ready to go, but CBF's Shatter finds 3. Master Ryan's Shatter comes out as well, but I don't think it finds anyone there. And look at that 3, 4 already down here for Redacted. Make it 5, but Cadence able to take care of CBF. However, the bot will fully be able to get to this first butt scratch.
Yeah, and the res there comes out. I believe Magic Turtle might be down, so Paradise Lost Snowball might be halted a little bit. But even then, once Magic Turtle's back, oh, they don't even care. They're still going to be holding the space. 2-Bit is on the flank. He has the Death Blossom. Redacted have no idea. This is the danger zone. 2-Bit, it might kill 3 or 4 here. He's going in.
Here he comes, spinning that top right there. Only able to find one. Does find a second one right after it all ends here. But look at this. Everyone collapsing in. Make it another team kill here for Paradise Lost.
Yeah, and this is just absolute domination from them. And it's not over yet. Redacted, they have some tools online, though. They have the Blizzard. Could be really good here at punishing over aggression from CBF. They have the Tire. Could zone Paradise Lost back, maybe? But Paradise Lost is not that they don't have tools either. They could go for a Nano Echo here. Here comes the Tire.
Tire's coming out. It has to be big. Has to find at least a couple here, or at least one person.
Oh.
There goes one person. Pharmacy does find CBF, but Hawk does find Pharmacy right back. However, they do take control of the body here for the moment. Chesky does have this Blizzard ready to go if they want to use it in this fight. 2-Bit, though, incredibly low. However, Hawk able to find Cadence here. Chesky still holding on to this Blizzard here at the moment. They're trying to get rid of 2-Bit. 2-Bit finally able to be taken out there. However, almost Redacted has lost both their supports there for the moment, but they do end up eventually winning a team fight here and begin to start pushing this bot back towards the center spot.
Yeah, and it's pretty good, and that's a really good fight win for Redacted, right? They actually don't end up using a single ultimate there besides the Riptire, but CVS Pharmacy switches over to the Reaper now. So they're actually looking pretty decent here. They have the Maywall, Paradise Lost, they're not playing BAP. Chesky could get big value with the Blizzard and the Maywall here. The Maywall goes a little wide, but the Blizzard could be big.
Yeah, Blizzard coming out. Looks like it's in that back line right there. Pharmacy able to find CBF to get everything started here. Hawk in that back line. The Valkyrie being popped here by Bob. Hawk does have that duplicate ready to go right now. Bot is being contested right now, but we finally start to see some distance going the way of Redacted right now. We do see Chesky there actually wall off their charging Ryan there. However, after that, it all starts to go the way of Paradise Lost. The Nano here on to 2-Bit right now, but all the kills going the way of Paradise Lost. CVS Pharmacy trying to at least get one kill in this. Not going to be able to, as Paradise Lost has retaken control of the bot.
Yeah, and Paradise Lost in the mid fight again. They're so good at just finding the kills here. Redacted, they can't find them. It feels like Paradise Lost always find like 2 to 3 kills in the mid fight, even without ultimates invested, sometimes with too. But, and here we go. Here, Hawk has the duplicate again. I'm not sure if this is his second or third of the map. I'm pretty sure it's his third. He's been doing an amazing job here. I'm interested to see who he's going to dupe. Oh, the Blossom from CVS Pharmacy. That's pretty big for Redacted.
That is huge for Redacted, especially because it finds 2 kills off it. Make it 3 right there. You're still going to see Paradise Lost have a lot of ultimates coming into this next engagement. However, you know, Redacted desperately needs something to go their way there. That one Blossom able to win them one team fight there.
Yeah, but the problem is Paradise Lost, they all have close spawn, right? They push the bot past the checkpoint. They all have the close spawn. It's going to be another fight where Redacted aren't even guaranteed any meterage before the fight even starts. They only have 0.14 meters on the board. They might not even make any progress here.
Shatter comes out. It does find 2 members of Paradise Lost there, but instead it's members of Redacted falling. CBS falls first here. Hawk duplicating that room. Look at that, 2 fire strike kills coming out from CBF there, and now Hawk so close on this duplicate to getting a high noon. Gets taken out of it or loses the duplicate there, but it's another easy team fight win there for Paradise Lost off the back of what I believe was 2 ultimates from them.
Yeah, but it's still looking good for them, right? They have 3 ultimates online. Redacted, yet again, they have to rely on the window here. They have the sound barrier as well, but 2-Bit going for another cheeky flank. TP's to the same window as before. And Redacted, I don't think they know. Oh, no, maybe they do. I can't tell.
I would hope they would not fall for this twice, but they do
Okay, they
see
know.
someone did see him, but they immediately see 2-Bit going in. They find 1, but that's all they find. However, their team there doing a lot of damage, make it 4 members of Redacted already out of this fight here. About to be 5. It is 5 as Pharmacy falls there, and that's another team kill going the way of Paradise Lost here. They will have 1 ultimate ready in this next engagement, but CBF should be very, very quickly get their shatter ready to go. Redacted can come back into this next fight though with 3 ultimates.
Yeah, and I would like Paradise Lost to kite here, but they honestly might just be thinking they're just better, and they don't even want to. They don't. No Hawk required. They have the Nano online. They might still win it, but an amazing pin from Master Ryan here. Isolate CBF takes him down.
And you immediately see Redacted get back on the bot here, already finding Bob's out as well, but Chesky falls right after that. You do see that Reaper teleporting towards that back line there. Looks like they're going to want to try to get a little bit of action here. Actually, they're able to find Cadence there. That's a nice pick coming out from the Master Ryan, though, able to find 2-Bit right now. However, like last time, they're going to get this bot back to the initial starting point to reset spawns. But after that, Paradise Lost can be right there, ready for another fight.
And it's even worse because they're going to have to wait 10 to 15 seconds because Cadence died late, so they have to wait for her to come back. Redacted, they have the tools to win this fight, though. Chesky has the high noon, could punish some over-aggression from Hawk. CVS Pharmacy could go for a big play with the Blossom. They could still win.
Yeah, they're going to need a big play coming out from one of these ultimates on the board right now for Redacted. However, this might be a good start for them right there. Master Ryan did pop that shatter. They do find 2-Bit off of it right there. And now the duplicate coming in from Hawk does have 2 Ryans on the field for Paradise Lost right now. A little bit of an unfair advantage right now. We're playing Overwatch 1 here on Paradise Lost. The shatter comes out from both of them, but they both get blocked there by Master Ryan. Huge plays coming out from Redacted. That's exactly what they needed.
Yep, and that's the clutch plays that we've been talking about this whole series. Master Ryan blocks both shatters coming out. Absolutely amazing. And Redacted, they have some ultimates here. They could have a snowball going. If they get the late kill on Hawk, that'd be amazing, but he manages to slip out. Redacted, they have to go for something aggressive. I'd like for CVS Pharmacy to take a similar angle to 2-Bit here. Some sort of flank Blossom play. Catch Paradise Lost off guard. Paradise Lost, when they're in the driver's seat, they know what to do. They're consistently winning. Redacted, they have to make some sort of hero play. Something that Paradise Lost is not expecting. I'm really looking at CVS Pharmacy here to do that.
Yeah, you see CVS Pharmacy sitting under that bridge right there, trying to maybe catch them as they jump down, but it's just not happening at the moment. And they're not trying to give themselves away here, but looks like 2-Bit able to hear those dual shotguns being fired right now. CVS Pharmacy trying to do enough damage here. They're going to eventually have to Wraith out there to keep themselves alive, but we might just see Master Ryan charge a little bit too far ahead here. CVS Pharmacy going to go up there to try to find anything here. Now the Death Blossom comes out. Chesky able to find first one there. 2-Bit falls right there due to that Blossom for Pharmacy right now. However, Hawk finds Chesky, give Paradise Lost back the advantage. Beat being forced out here by Kaz. It only goes to them and Pharmacy at the moment, though this bot is being contested here as Paradise Lost has more numbers in this fight at the moment. CVS Pharmacy raves to get out of those grenade kills, but Hawk will eventually still be able to take care of them.
Yeah, and the ultimates just come out a little bit too late for Redacted there. The aggression between Master Ryan and the rest of his team is just not well synced at all there, unfortunately, and he falls down early. And Paradise Lost, they're back in the driver's seat. They have 4 ultimates online. They don't even have to use them this fight. Cadence uses the window a little bit early. They're just going to kite. Paradise Lost are just going to kite. They're so good at this kiting, re-engaging, all of it. Their tempo's amazing.
Yeah, and right now, if you're Redacted, you can start to use some of your ultimates right now if you want. If you win a team fight here, pretty much the map is over right now. CBF having the shatter is probably going to be the one that I'm looking for here to start Chesky. They'll get a pop their high noon here. You immediately see everyone on Paradise Lost fall back to not be in that one. Here comes the shatter, but instead, I believe they got pinned out of it, but the kills going the way of Paradise Lost here. 3 in a row going their way right now, about to be 4. CBS Pharmacy able to take care of 1 there, but then they immediately get pinned into a wall to end this series in a 4-0 win for Paradise Lost.
Yeah, not only a 4-0, but a perfect series from Paradise Lost. Not a single point dropped on any match. The closest game was Hollywood, and that was still a 3-0. Absolute domination here from Paradise Lost, as well as Redacted played, and the good moments that they showed at times, it just was not enough. Paradise Lost just played that so incredibly well.
And it truly shows you right now, even though we're only 2 weeks into this season so far, who are the teams that you kind of have to be watching out for. Right now, I feel like Paradise Lost is one of those teams that if you're ranking teams in the Discord tier, you're going to have to rank up towards the top, maybe even the best team in this Discord tier at the moment. They've gone 2 weeks. I don't think they have not lost a map yet.
Nope.
I would not even be surprised if they haven't lost a point yet.
I believe they might have lost a point in their last series, but I mean this was an absolute execution from Paradise Lost here in this series. It was absolutely amazing, and all credit to Redacted and a little bit of Copium. They don't have their DPS player, right? Chesky being forced to offroll to the DPS looked really good at times, especially on Hollywood, but Redacted as a team, they just got outclassed today, unfortunately for them. Paradise Lost, they are just looking like they're on another level right now.
Yeah, I mean, talking about Copium for Redacted, but I mean, we did say throughout this entire series, there were bright points at every map, every round for Redacted. They were just always outshined by Paradise Lost, and it just seemed like the team play of Paradise Lost, and no matter what character everyone was on, it seemed like they were very, very comfortable playing into whatever comp they were trying to go for on all 4 maps there. And I'll still go back to Hollywood, because that was a map where we saw each team make multiple swaps throughout the Paradise Lost push phase of that map. And it was an interesting thing, because that was probably Paradise Lost at their weakest throughout this entire series, because they got held to overtime on both the second and third points of that map.
Yeah, they looked a little bit confused with what comps they wanted to play on the attack on Hollywood's second point there, but they still made it work in the end. They had an incredible execution of the overtime fight, using the Orisa ultimate into the barrage very, very effectively. They always just came up in the clutch situations. Every single one of their players was incredibly clutch this series. I can point to 3, probably like 4 or 5 of the players from Paradise Lost and tell you one of the clutches that they had. In one series, not even like across like their stage 1 or their stage 2, in one 4-map series, all of their players had clutch moments. It was absolutely incredible to see some of their players play. And their macro game was just on another level. I mentioned it before, I'm going to mention it again. For a Discord tier team, I was incredibly surprised with how well they played. I think they played their macro game better than some of the trans tier teams that I've seen. They had a really, really, really good understanding of just how to play Overwatch, and it translated really, really well across every comp that they played. Be it the Reinhardt, the D.Va, the Orisa, it felt like they always had a really good idea of what was going on, and their players had the mechanical skill and the individual decision-making to just have the clutch moments too. Really just everything was just coming up good for them this series.
Yeah, and as we're watching some replays from the last map there of Coliseo, I mean, a lot of these replays are replays for Paradise Lost, but there were still a lot of good plays that came out from Redacted. I have to give Master Ryan a lot of credit. He blocked 2 shatters in the span of 5 seconds there, and I thought that might have been a huge turning point for their team, and it was, because they started to push the bot a little bit, but then it just seemed like Paradise Lost played it perfectly when they came back out. They split up. They made sure no one was really grouped together, because after that, it was the Reaper for Redacted that was waiting to use that Death Blossom there, and they just weren't able to really ever find a good opportunity to use it.
Yeah, Paradise Lost just really took over the tempo, like the entire time. Whenever Redacted would try to go for a play, it usually wasn't set up very well, and Paradise Lost were able to recognize that and run away in time. The aggression being synced up from Redacted was not the best in this series, but for Paradise Lost, it was almost always impeccable. They really went in as a team, disengaged as a team, knew what ultimates they were going to be using heading into a fight, got away with a lot of fights only using one ultimate, and just all of those factors combined is usually all you really need to win at a Discord tier level, that level of team play. It's really, really good, and I can't stop praising them. It was really, really impressive.
Yeah, but to wrap everything up here, Paradise Lost continues their dominant start to the season. 4-0 this map, 4-0 this series, 4-0 last series, have not dropped a map yet this season. Redacted still struggling so far to find their first win this season, but they do have one person off rolling at the moment. So hopefully when that person who is supposed to be in that role comes back, we see a little bit of a better Redacted team. But I feel like Redacted, there's a lot of positives they can take away from this series tonight, even though it was a very, very dominant win for Paradise Lost.
Yep, there definitely are. I think Redacted, they might be a little bit of a diamond in the rough right now, but that's the great thing about Tranquility is that they have plenty of weeks to improve. They have the rest of Stage 1, they have another chance in Stage 2, and a lot of the teams make the playoffs. So Redacted, they can still turn things around. A rough 0-2 start, but they're down, but they're definitely not out.
Yeah, before we sign off tonight, I just want to plug the merch again. I'm not going to say the link because I will forget it again. So if you want to get any merch from the Tranquility store, just hit it, just type in the chat, !shop. And remember, all Tranquility merch is at a 20% discount for, I think, a couple more days, maybe a week to go here on that. Make sure you get all of that merch that you want. Again, just type !shop in the chat and it will take you to the Tranquility store. But Needle, it was great working with you tonight, man. Welcome back to the booth. Like I said at the start of this, at the start of the cast, season 10 brought back a lot of people, players, teams. I'm happy we're starting to bring back casters as well. So thankful to have you back in the booth tonight, man.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was really fun casting you. I think we had a great game to cast too. The teams both played really well tonight, really entertaining. And I hope Redacted keep their spirits high. I hope they turn it around next week. I'm really excited to watch both these teams going forward.
Yeah, but that'll do it. I want to give a quick shout out to our producer, Laggy Son, and our observer, Cry. They did an amazing job tonight. Cry probably did the best work of anyone tonight. Have to give them a huge shout out. But I have been Dextron. That has been Needle. I hope you all have a great night and a great weekend. See you next time.